The book we're going to talk about today does not shy away from the dark places and the dark spaces where we go when all seems hopeless and life is full of despair. And it's such a heartbreaking and beautiful book. And that book is Coup de Grâce by Sofia Ajram. And the first line of the book is, "I have some sad news for you. I've condemned myself to die." And it follows the story of this man named Vicken, and he gets on the subway and is going to go drown himself in the lake. Along the way, he meets someone that maybe sparks a tiny bit of hope in his heart and his mind. But as he gets off at the next station, this station seems to become a maze and a labyrinth. And it's such a powerful little short novella. And it really, like, it doesn't shy away from, like, the mindset and being so hopeless and full of despair in these places and spaces that are gray, that just seem to send you in circles. And it really captured the essence of hopelessness. I'm having a hard time like articulating in words. It's just something you need to read. It's really powerful. It's like a fever dream, and it is very like poetic and dark. Once the main character is lost in like this labyrinth where it's like a subway, everything is gray, and there's these weird different rooms, and there's a weird like food pantry that is in certain areas, and he finds other areas that have like cathedrals, and at some point stumbles into this woman that he calls Pashmina, and they try to find a way out together, and they both seem to be going through different stages of grief, where Pashmina, which is not her name, she was just wearing a pashmina, and he never really asked her name and she never asked his, but they don't want to lose sight of each other because they haven't been able to find anyone, and she's been lost in there for maybe weeks and she's not sure. In their stages of grief, Pashmina seems angry and Vicken seems like he's in despair, getting stuck in this liminal space with no hope of an exit to be found. But also at the same time, like really strange stuff happens in there. And like there's this one part where they find this like I don't know if it was a crack in the wall or a tunnel. And they both go through it and they come out in this room where some real effed up stuff seems to appear, and there might be like a weird creature or things in there, but it seems like that might have been the way to get out, but then something comes after them, so they have to run out of there. And then just the different rooms and spaces. At one point, Vicken ends up playing what's called the elevator game, which is this game where you go to alternating floors and stuff. And it's supposed to be a thing where, like, if you do it right, you end up in like another dimension or something. But there's a certain floor that you stop on where it's like if you see a woman that comes into the elevator, that person is not a human. Do not look at them, do not speak to them, because you will die. And so while Vicken's stuck in this place, they still have like a tiny bit of hope. But do they escape? And the way that the ending is very interesting, and I don't want to give spoilers for it, so it's something you definitely need to experience yourself. If this sounds interesting to you at all, it is a sad book, but it's quietly beautiful, and I think it really expresses despair and hopelessness and just losing all faith in everything, in the world and in everything around you and in your existence. And in times like these, it expressed it pretty freaking well. So if that does sound interesting to you, it's a fantastic little book and I would highly recommend it. And if you like books that are kind of strange and liminal, the next video coming up will be about a book like that. And while it's not quite similar to this one, it's going to be, do you want me to tell you what it is? It's going to be The Reservoir by David Duchovny. That book has kind of some vibes that resonate along some of the same tones that were in this book, that I feel like might be something, if you're interested in this one, that you might like his book, The Reservoir. So that'll be the next video coming up. If you're interested, you can stick around and click into that. And if you enjoyed hanging out today, hit that subscribe button, come back, see me again, and we'll talk about more bookish things and weird stuff.